Massive scene out there. Jennifer, thank you. We'll check in with you throughout the morning. Now let's move over to News 9's Alexis Young. Alexis has been out there all night speaking with witnesses. Alexis, what have you found?
Well, Lacey, we've seen family members even coming up here. We even saw one woman crying. There have been a lot of people showing up just to check on their loved ones. In fact, one young woman told me that she saw two suspects come in with rifles, and she believes they may have been targeting someone. She also tells me that unfortunately one of the suspects did shoot her friend, and that friend is now in the hospital. I want to give you a quick look at the scene right now that we saw earlier. Another witness told me that he heard a man screaming, I've been shot, and people began stampeding. He tells me that during that stampede, he flew at the doors and got scraped up pretty bad in the process. And I can even confirm the door on this event center is off the hinges due to the surge of people running out. We also spoke with Oklahoma City Police, and I want to give you a look at what they had to say about this.
It's believed that there were rifles involved in the shooting. I don't have the types of guns, but again, it appears there were multiple different shooters and different guns used.
Police are not confirming just how many suspects were involved, but they did tell us they do believe that this could have been a possible shootout between two separate parties. We also asked if there was any public threat going on, to which they did tell us that there is not a public threat. Live in South OKC, I'm Alexis Young for Oklahoma's Own News 9.
Alexis, thank you. Just terrifying to report on this. A few more details for you now. Police confirm that all 12 people who are injured were shot. They have gunshot wounds, so that number does not include anyone who fell or was hurt trying to get away from the event center. The first officers to arrive discovered the massive scene and called in extra units from across Oklahoma City. Radio traffic captures the urgent efforts to secure the area and identify exactly how many people had been shot. Officers called in several ambulances with patients going to at least 2 different hospitals in Oklahoma City.
At an event venue at Southwest 59th and Agnew around 12:30 Saturday morning, we know one man died in that shooting. 14 more were hurt, 2 of them critically in the hospital right now.
We're bringing you team coverage this morning. Our Alexis Young is at Patty's Event Center where all of this took place.
Yeah, Eddie Crawford live in the studio with us this morning telling us how community leaders are reacting. But first, let's head out to Alexis. Alexis, you were at that scene Saturday.
That is correct, and I actually even spoke with witnesses right after the shooting on Saturday, and they all told me that when gunshots rang out, people were running for their lives. And there were so many people trying to exit out of this door that they ended up breaking the hinges off of the door. Now, police are confirming with us that multiple shooters were using rifles, and they're also confirming with us that there was no security at Patty's Event Center where this happened. We know 2 adults have been arrested, and we're working to learn their identity and if police are looking for more suspects. We also spoke with Jose Avila, whose friend was killed, and Avila says his friend was only 19 years old.
It's just one of them things that you get into a little argument when you're under the influence, and it goes 0 to 100 real quick, man.
Truly a sad situation, such a young life taken. Now, police are telling us that they are still talking to witnesses to learn more about this case, but they're also asking the public that if you have any footage or any information that will help in this investigation, to please reach out to them. And as far as Patty's Event Center, they've already started back on their normal schedule. Live in Southwest OKC, I'm Alexis Young for Oklahoma's Own News 9.
All right, Alexis, thank you.